Very few people actually know the reasons why exactly their visa was denied during the previous visa interviews. And for this reason, they end up messing up again during the next opportunity they get to do their visa interview. You need to know the reasons as to why you were previously denied your visa for you to be able to make changes so that with that change you can change that your situation around and have a different outcome. I won't say that it's an easy thing to do, but also it is not impossible. When a visa officer asks you what has changed since your last visa interview, what they are actually meaning or what they really mean is give me a strong evidence that proves that I should issue you your visa. This is the opportunity to reintroduce yourself, to change the negative perspective that they might have already gained by looking at your visa application history and noting that you were previously refused. It can be a change, and I will give examples later, or just something you did not present well in your previous interview. This is because a change doesn't always have to be something new. It doesn't have to be something new. Maybe you changed from this to this. It could mean just something you did not expound, elaborate well, present well, so that the visa officer could understand your situation and approve your visa. The visa officer will scan through your visa application form even as you approach them for the visa interview, and will already have seen that you were denied before, but there is this area where you're supposed to indicate whether you have been refused before and explain. This is one part in your next application. If you are refused, you need to take advantage of. And this is because the visa officer will definitely read what you put in that part. You can use that field to your advantage by being concise and presenting some information that is going to affect their thinking and change the negative perspective they have concerning you, and especially when you have been refused before. Note that negative information that they have concerning your previous visa refusal by their colleagues affects them in a negative way, and it leads them to think that they will probably also deny you the visa. So what you have to do is to try and counter that immediately with information that will make them question their first negative thought about you. And it has to be done within the shortest time possible. You need to lead with your whatever is the strongest asset you have in your application. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your profession, maybe it's your academics. So maybe it's your traveling history. You need to use that strong asset you have in your application in the shortest time possible when you meet the new visa officer to counter their negative thought about you. You have like 10 seconds in your next visa interview to sway that new visa officer in the direction of reconsidering your case. Depending with the question you get first, purpose to make a strong first impression to the new visa officer so that they can reconsider your case. And the best way to come up with your strongest assets in your application is first to write down everything that happened in your previous visa interview where you were denied the visa. You write down everything. the questions that you were asked and the answers you provided. By going through what happened, you're able to identify where you could have messed up and be able to make changes, maybe in your response and in explanations that you give. So you're able to know, maybe I answered this question, but the visa officer did not get to understand my real situation. For example, when asked, what do you do? And you just say, I'm a youth leader. When what you are actually is a youth president of all the colleges in your country. You see the difference in that answer? Or maybe when you asked who will finance you, and you say maybe just your family, without elaborating, my family, through the agricultural production that they do in their 10 acres of land where they produce coffee, and we make this. You elaborate in detail so that they get to understand your real situation. I'll put a link in the description area of this discussion to a tool that you can use to see your strong assets in your application, so that as you prepare for your next visa interview, you know what to include as your strongest key points to make that first impression and make the new visa officer reconsider your visa application approval. Friends, that's all for this discussion. I hope you found some insights in this discussion that will help you in the preparation of your next visa interview, and I would like to wish you all the best. If you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Recommend this channel to your friends who need this information, and I hope to see you in the next discussions. Bye.